Good evening, everyone. It is 4:32. I'm going to be calling the meeting to order. Thank you all for being here for our first in-person Family Life Advisory Committee meeting. And I do want to thank you for your flexibility. At the top of the agenda is the public comment. We had no public comment, so I'm not going to read through that paragraph. But we would like to highlight that second bold paragraph as well before we get the meeting started. So just as we did not have a first in-person meeting, one of the things is that the state has revised the state standards for health education. They are releasing a new health education framework. So we were hesitant to have a first meeting and to have you come in and review videos that we did not know would be on the new framework moving forward. So we did not want to bring you in and waste your time. So because of that, we created that opportunity just to review, just to do all that first meeting stuff, reviewing everything, and allowed you to do that on your own. So that we did not have to do that at this meeting, and we can just move forward with some of the stuff. There is a draft framework that is released from MSDE. It is on their website, but public comment is not available at this point in time. Our next meeting in February will probably be looking at the state framework and the FCPS essential curriculum and having that conversation. Part of the process to get community feedback for the health education framework in the past has always been to bring it to the Family Life Advisory Committee and the School Health Council before it's approached and brought to the school board for final approval. So we just wanted to give you the big picture and the heads up. The videos that we are looking at today do align to the videos of the upcoming framework as well. So they will easily be able to fit. So the videos that were approved last year, and if there are any videos that are approved this year, all of those will be put in a repository for the Board of Education to figure out the process for moving forward. Full implementation of the framework, of the state framework, does not have to be accomplished until 2027, 2028. So that is still 2 years away from this point, but we have to have kind of this stuff in place so teachers can make resources, we can create elementary training guides, all that stuff has to be created once the curriculum is actually implemented and we can start field testing and doing things like that. So that's why all of this stuff is being done now, so that we're ready to go. Whenever the state does approve the framework, we can move forward with our local approval and then move forward. Any questions before we get started? Again, appreciate your time, appreciate everybody being here. We do have a full quorum, so we can move forward with the agenda. First topic on the agenda is the minutes from our last meeting. That was part of the opportunity. It is the printed copy over there. This is something that we do, but I apologize. I'm skipping ahead. Introduction to members, I apologize. See, this is why we needed somebody to balance me out a little bit. I apologize. My name is Brian Griffith. I'm the staff liaison for the Family Life Advisory Committee. I'm the supervisor of health and physical education for FCPS. We'll just go around the room.
Jess Valentine, I'm the teacher specialist. I'm also a non-voting staff liaison.
Daphne Church, I'm from the Brunswick High School feeder. I have a 6th grader at Brunswick Middle, and I work in pediatric healthcare.
Robin Seidel, I'm a registered nurse and I'm the healthcare professional.
Yuandi Oladende, I'm an at-large member and I have 2 kids now in the Middletown feeder.
Krista Hannon, Middletown feeder, and I have 3 girls in Middletown. So I have an 8th grader, 6th grader, and 1st grader, and I have a health and fitness background.
Callie Zannery, I'm the Linganore feeder representative and I have 2 kids coming up in that feeder area.
I'm Kate Majewski. I'm from the Urbana feeder area. I have an 11th grader, and I'm a health sciences librarian.
I'm Asher Cairns. I'm a senior at TJ High.
Devin Thoden, I am an at-large community member. I have 5 kids. 4 of them are in school. I had to do the math. Sorry, guys. Correct. 2 of them started this year. And I live in the Frederick feeder area. And I just started my 2nd master's program, so if I look a little crazy, that's why.
I'm Jen Metcalf. I'm here as a representative of Intimate Partner Violence Prevention with Hartley House. I also have 5 kids, and 4 are in the TJ feeder area. Yeah.
about you?
You got it.
I'm Hannah Feldman. I'm the principal at Yellow Springs Elementary School. And personally, I have two daughters. One's a freshman and one's a senior at Middletown High School.
I'm Tammy Ali. I am a nurse manager with the school health program for FCPS. I have 3 kids. One is a high schooler at Oakdale.
Hi, I'm Wilhelmina Don, Catoctin High School, Peter area. I have a junior in Catoctin High School and 8th grade in Thermal Middle School.
Hi, I'm Christian Barlow. I'm a freshman at Urbana High School.
I'm Casey Nixon, a health and PE teacher at TJ Middle.
Here in Yoho, I'm a non-voting liaison from the board. 3 of my 3 kids went through the system. I have one of my 4 grandchildren now. She's 13, so this is really hitting, and she lives with us, so.
Just an overview of the agenda. Today, we do have to elect the officers, so we will be electing a chair, a vice chair, and a secretary. After we complete that, we will be looking at 3 videos. And we have the evaluation sheets already, you have them already. And that is pretty much our business meeting today. As veteran members know, we do have a hard stop at 6 o'clock. So we will monitor, depending on how many videos we get through. If we don't, we will push one back until the next meeting. I apologize for skipping that introduction and introducing myself. I'm just so used to everybody being here. And again, thank you all for being here and being on time. We do appreciate this. This is a valuable committee that has to be here. It is a state mandate, but we do value your input as we move forward with resources to impact family life and human sexuality as well. So thank you. Now moving on to the agenda. The first thing is the approval of minutes. We'll give you a few minutes in order to take a look at that, and then we'll ask for a call. So in order to approve, we are asking for someone to make a motion to approve. As they said, Jess, Karen, and I are non-voting members, so we can't make motions. So we are asking for a motion to approve, a second, and then we'll call to a vote.
Motion to approve. A second.
Those in favor, please raise your hand. Thank you. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Thank you very much. Motion approves unanimously. The first thing, So the first thing on the agenda is the election of officers. We are asking for 3 members to be on the leadership team. Those leadership teams would be the chair, the vice chair, and the secretary. Those 3 members will be asked to meet with Jess and I on a regular basis prior to the meetings in order to set the agenda. Again, this is a parent committee, it's a community committee. Those those leaders will be setting the agenda with Jess and I based off of your input and what the system needs moving forward as well. It is not a major time commitment, and we will try to work around your schedules to make sure that all three of the people who are volunteering to do additional duties will be supported in that opportunity. Any voting member can be can be the chair, vice chair, or secretary. So we are asking for nominations for those three positions if anyone is interested.
I'll do the chair again.
Okay.
I'm happy to throw my ring in, even the ring for the vice chair again.
Thank you.
Not to throw a wrench in, but I'm going to do it again. You guys are very brave. We're so brave.
Anybody else interested? Silence? So we need someone to make a motion to approve Robin, Daphne, and Devin as the leadership team for the Family Life Committee. First from Hannah and then second from Casey. Any questions or discussion? All in favor, please raise your hand. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Thank you so much. We now have our leadership team. We thank you for three of you for volunteering. Go ahead.
So with the videos, I just wanted to put together mainly, I thought this was more beneficial for public view. I have the link to the video, as well as just the link publisher, what is proposed for, and the indicators are from the new framework that will be hopefully approved shortly. And then I just put a short blurb of what the video is about. As Brian said, this video is not being approved for any particular lesson yet. This is just going to go in our repository, and then after our framework is approved, with input from the board, we will align where they fall in which lessons, but this would be specifically for 5th grade.
Just as a reminder, the Family Life Committee is recommending for approval to the board. So this committee does not approve any item. They recommend an item for approval by the board. So after we vote whether or not to approve it or not, if you does get approval, it will move to the board, and then the board makes the final approval for all resources, just as a reminder. Thank you.
So as you're viewing the evaluation form, the first one that we're starting with is the one that is for the boys. It's the top 10 changes changes to the body during puberty. It's asking you to rate, and then at the end we'll collect these forms. We'll take the vote. Majority approves. If it is a tie, it is not a tie, or unapproved needs, then it does not move forward to the board.
Are you between the ages of 10 and 15? Have you noticed that the clothes you bought just a few weeks ago don't fit? Do your feet seem too big for the rest of your body? Are you concerned about how you look, but not sure you like the way you look? Do you find yourself extremely angry one minute and laughing hysterically just a few minutes later? Then congratulations, you're probably at a stage of your life called puberty. Sooner or later, every boy and girl goes through puberty. Puberty is the name for when your body begins to change and develop. Puberty is a time for lots of emotional changes too. Sometimes puberty can be confusing, and it's normal to have lots of questions. It's good to know about the changes that come along with puberty before they happen. So, let's talk about the top 10 things you can expect when you go through puberty.
puberty. Does everybody go through it? What happens?
Puberty is the time when your body changes and develops from a kid to an adult. Puberty is something everybody goes through. Here's what happens. In your head, just below your brain, is a small pea-shaped gland. It's called the pituitary gland. When the time comes, the pituitary gland releases two hormones. In boys, when released into the bloodstream, these hormones travel to the testes to signal the production of testosterone and sperm. Testosterone is the hormone that causes most of the changes in a guy's body during puberty. Sperm cells are produced for men to reproduce. So, during puberty, you have all these hormones going through your body. It's something everybody goes through. Hormones are what turn you from a kid into an adult. And when the hormones are released, here's one thing you can expect to happen. Your testes and penis will grow.
When does puberty start? When does puberty end?
Does it hurt? Somebody told me it hurt.
For guys, puberty starts sometime between the ages of 10 and 15. Some people start earlier, some start later. Everybody is on a different schedule. During that time, you can go through a growth spurt, a time when your body grows really fast. This growth is the last time your body will grow taller. After that, you'll be at your adult height. So during puberty, expect to grow taller.
One day I got up and I had pimples on my chest. Is that normal?
Can you squeeze a zit? People say you shouldn't, but my brother does. I need to stop acne.
Another thing that comes with puberty is acne or pimples, often referred to as zits. Hormones that stimulate the production of oil in the skin trigger acne. Do not touch or squeeze the acne. It helps to keep your skin clean, and the good news about acne is that it usually gets better or disappears after adolescence.
Is hair supposed to grow everywhere?
So, can I grow a mustache?
I have hair in my toes. Is that normal?
One of the first signs of puberty is having hair growing in places it didn't grow before. Hair will grow under your arms and in your pubic area, on and around your genitals, your legs, chest, arms, back, and on your face too. Some guys may want to start shaving their face when they're 12 years old. Others may not until they're much older. It's different for everyone. Whenever you start, be sure to go slowly. You can cut yourself if you go too quickly.
My hair looks like I washed it with oil. It's gross.
What's going on?
Hormones that create acne can also make your hair oily. Washing your hair every day can help control oily hair. You can also try a conditioner for oily hair. So what you need to know is that just about everyone gets pimples, and hair will grow everywhere on your body. In addition, your hair will sometimes look and feel oily. You can expect acne, facial hair, and body hair, including your toes.
Why are my feet so big?
Besides getting taller, your body will change in other ways too. You will gain weight, and your body will start to change shape too. A guy's shoulders grow wider, and their bodies will become more muscular. For some guys, their breasts may grow a little bit. It's normal. Your voice will change too. That's because your larynx, also known as your voice box, grows bigger. Like other things in your body, your voice may be difficult to control, but soon it'll sound just right. So, when puberty hits, your body will change. A lot. You can expect your shoulders to grow wider, and you will become more muscular. Your breasts may grow, and your voice will change. Puberty is also a time when sexual characteristics develop and sexual organs mature. Guys will also have spontaneous penis erections. Erections can occur anytime with or without any physical or sexual stimulation. It's normal.
How come I sweat so much? I was like, what's that smell? It's me.
When your body begins to change, your sweat glands become more active. And besides sweat, they also release different chemicals. When the sweat comes in contact with bacteria on the skin, it can produce an unpleasant odor. Your armpits, groin area, and feet can be especially smelly. The best way to combat the odor is to take a bath or shower every day using soap and water. That'll wash off the bacteria and help you control the way you smell, and it'll make you feel better too. Concerned about your underarm odor? Try using a deodorant or deodorant with antiperspirant. Deodorants cover up the sweat odor. Antiperspirants dry up perspiration. Deodorants and antiperspirants come in roll-ons, sprays, gels, and sticks. Be sure to read the directions on the label before you use it. That's it. During puberty, expect to have spontaneous erections and expect to sweat and have an unpleasant odor. Expect that good hygiene will become an important part of your daily routine.
I'm confused about a lot of stuff.
It seems like everything and everybody makes me mad.
Am I crazy?
The hormones released during puberty affect every part of your body, including your brain. During puberty, you not only get a new body, but you get a new brain too. You may become easily upset at your family or your friends. Lots of guys have feelings of anxiety about their bodies. Or they're confused with strong emotions you never had before. Maybe you're confused about sex. Everyone has questions. But lots of people are embarrassed to talk about sex. But there are lots of people you can talk to. A counselor, the school nurse, family member, a grown-up that you feel comfortable with. So during puberty, you can expect to feel new emotions, strange feelings, and a new brain. No two people are the same, and no two people go through puberty the same way. No two people develop the same way or are on the same pubescent time schedule. Being the shortest kid may be a real pain right now. Not being able to control parts of your body can be embarrassing. But the important thing to know is that eventually, all of those things that make you different will all even out in time. So, let's review the 10 things you can expect when going through puberty. 10. Expect your testes and penis to grow. 9. Expect to grow taller. 8. Expect acne in facial and body hair. 7. Expect your shoulders to grow wider and your body to become more muscular. 6. During puberty, expect your breasts to grow. 5. Expect your voice to change and get deeper. 4. Expect to have spontaneous erections. And 3. Expect to sweat and to have an unpleasant odor. 2. Expect good hygiene to become important to you. And the number one thing to expect during puberty, expect your brain to feel strange. Puberty may sound like it's overwhelming, and at times it can be. But the good news is that you don't have to go through it alone. And when it's all over, you'll be an adult.
Questions, comments, discussion?
2012. I know.
Help me find new stuff. Help me. I search and search and search.
No, there's not a lot for.
I wish I had some type of film production side gig in a heartbeat.
I know. There's not enough. Because I'm sitting here like, my oldest son was born in 2011. Like, he'd be watching this like, is this a joke? But
What would you want to see?
Geared towards a fifth grader anymore.
Fifth grader.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm just thinking like, oh my gosh, 2012.
At least they had cell phones in this one. I was watching a video not too long ago they still use, and it was like a touch phone. So it's a little closer. And the wild thing is like on YouTube it'll say like the copyright, like they're updated. But the video's not updated. So like the stuff on the website that goes with it, like the support for it is updated and copywritten in like 2021, but then you open the video and they never updated the video part. So I hear you. I do hear you.
But I think in terms of meeting the objectives, it does meet the objectives, I think, from everything that I saw, apart from it being dated, but it meets the objectives. The only thing that so in general, I'm in favor of it, but there were some things that, that they kept on saying over and over again, that, expect your body to do this, expect your body to do that. And it seems like a generalization, and so if there are some boys that don't necessarily experience some of those things, like if their breasts don't grow, they'll be thinking, okay, something wrong with me. So again, we can't find a perfect video, but in the grand scheme of things, it does meet the objective. And then they kept on saying something about, you're gonna have a new brain, you're gonna have a new body, like your old brain is just gonna disappear, and you're gonna have a new brain, new body. But I get what they're trying to say, right? Your body is going to change, your brain is going to develop and change, but that concept of new brain, new body, I don't know about that.
Yeah, on that point, I was like, when are they gonna talk about mental health? And then they got to the brain and I thought, oh, number one, that's awesome, but I felt like that was a little bit of a miss, and maybe the materials that support the video do bring that up in more detail, because I think that's so important, and we miss that with the boys quite a lot. And I felt the length is tough, but the teachers can still.
I think the one we have right now is 25 minutes,
Then the
so
length
this
is
is cut in
great.
half. Yeah.
Got it.
So that's with the fifth grade, that it's more outdated than this one and very long, and that's been the feedback we've gotten from our elementary teachers since I started this position. So I'm trying really hard for if we get the new framework to roll them out something that's more user-friendly and up to date.
I've seen the fifth grade one before. This is definitely better. And 12 minutes, I mean, you can talk and discuss. That was my initial thought, like 12 minutes, but you can talk and discuss or break it up.
With any video, we never pop a video on, watch it, and then go on with the day. There will be front loading, there will be
Our guidance suggests not showing the video all the way through.
straight through, like pausing throughout instruction, which that will all be laid out in the lesson, which we created after. All of it is a process, but there will definitely be, as you said, like the pieces that need more will be given more.
I'd like to see more encouragement about talking to your parents first, rather than going to a counselor and then, oh, and yeah, by the way, here's the parents at the end. I like the idea of going to the parents first. But that can be in a discussion in the room. But science-wise, I thought it was good. And I like that they included the hygiene piece.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Karen.
Yeah, and of course, it'll come up the same with the one for the girls. There was one question early in the movie that each one, a boy and a girl, posed that I thought was never addressed, and it said, does it hurt? I heard it hurts. And it's like, and then it just kind of went away.
Yeah.
The girls, they talk, of course, and not to get off of it, and everybody's watching, is that they talk about cramps a little bit, but again, always, and I have to remind myself, and having done this as a fifth grade teacher, that the teachers are going to fill in a lot, and that is important. I also thought, like shaving. Shouldn't you go to your parent to help you with shaving? Like that might be a good say. There did seem to be, I thought, the generalizations as well. I thought, I don't know that all boys get breasts. If you're really skinny, you might not. So I think that's really important for teachers to fill in.
One of the things this video is segmented as well. It had the big brackets in the middle, it had pauses, it had one. So perfect, as Jess said, if this does get approved, we can easily chunk that into those sections where we would stop the video, have the teacher address some things, build in stuff that is missing from the video, support it, and then be able to move on. Just one of the guidance, one of the nice things about the structure of this video as well.
Just as a mom to 4 boys, I think right off the rails, you're starting right away with throwing out penis and testes. And I think that is a brilliant way to start this video because you're not building up to it, you're just getting it right out of the way. No one is building up to it and waiting for it and laughing at it at the end. It's already done. And then you're getting to the boring stuff. So it's not like, they're going to laugh at it.
Yeah, they're gonna be embarrassed and laugh no matter what it is.
So if you started at the beginning and you get that funny conversation out, then they're all going to be kind of less squirmy in their seats, a little bit more focused and stuff, probably. So I really
liked that it was inclusive. There were a lot of varied individuals in it and different speech patterns in it, and so I thought that was good.
As you complete your documents, one of the things that we do, we ask that you put your vote on there, and we ask you to put your name and date on there as well. Just as an FYI, your name does not move forward in any way, shape, or form. And again, we'll see what the board is requesting of us this time, but typically what we do is we put the vote, and then we put the comments. And those are the only 2 things that move forward, is how you voted and your comments, so that the board can see what your thoughts were and everything else. And again, this is being recorded the whole time, so anybody can go back and watch the minutes of this video. If you have done your vote, I'll come around and collect, and Jess can get the next one started.
So similar to the boys, the female one is a little bit longer by 2 minutes. It does address the same indicators, same producer. If everybody's okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start this one.
Are you between the ages of 8 and 13? Have you noticed that the clothes you bought just a few weeks ago don't fit? Do your feet seem too big for the rest of your body? Are you concerned about how you look, but not sure you like the way you look? Do you find yourself extremely angry one minute and laughing hysterically just a few minutes later? Then, congratulations. You're probably at a stage of your life called puberty. Sooner or later, every girl and boy goes through puberty. Puberty is the name for when your body begins to change and develop. Puberty is a time for lots of emotional changes too. Sometimes puberty can be confusing, and it's normal to have lots of questions. It's good to know about the changes that come along with puberty before they happen. So let's talk about the top 10 things you can expect when you go through puberty.
What is puberty? Does everyone go through it? What happens?
Puberty is the time when your body changes and develops from a kid to an adult. Puberty is something everybody goes through. Here's what happens. In your head, just below your brain, is a small pea-shaped gland called the pituitary gland. When the time comes, it releases 2 hormones. In girls, the chemicals target the ovaries. Since birth, the ovaries have contained eggs. The hormones stimulate the ovaries to begin producing another hormone called estrogen. Estrogen causes a girl's body to mature and prepares her for pregnancy. So, let's review. During puberty, you have all these hormones going through your body, and everybody goes through it. You understand that it's the hormones that turn you from a kid into an adult. When the hormones are released, there's one thing you can expect to happen. Your ovaries will begin producing estrogen, and that changes everything.
When does puberty start? When does puberty end? Does it hurt? Someone told me it hurts.
For girls, puberty starts sometime between the ages of 8 and 13. Some people start earlier, some start later. Everybody is on a different schedule. During that time, you can go through a growth spurt, a time when your body grows really fast. This growth is the last time your body will grow taller. After that, you'll be at your adult height. So, during puberty, expect to grow taller.
One day, I get up and I have this huge pimple on my chin. Is that normal? Does eating chocolate cause acne? Can you squeeze this in? People say you shouldn't, but my sister does. How do you stop acne?
Another thing that comes with puberty is acne or pimples, often referred to as zits. Hormones that stimulate the production of oil in the skin trigger acne. Do not touch or squeeze the acne. It helps to keep your skin clean, and the good news about acne is that it usually gets better or disappears after adolescence.
Why does your body need hair on your legs, underarms, and your private areas? Is that hair really necessary? Is hair supposed to grow everywhere?
One of the first signs of puberty is having hair growing in places it didn't grow before. Hair will grow under your arms and in your pubic area, your legs and arms. Some girls may want to start shaving their legs right away. Others may want to wait until they're much older, or not shave them at all. It's different for everyone. Whenever you start, be sure to go slowly. You can cut yourself if you go too quickly.
My hair looks like I wash it with oil. It's gross. What is going on?
Well, the hormones that create acne can also make your hair oily. Washing your hair every day can help control oily hair. You can also try a conditioner for oily hair. So here's what you need to know. Just about everyone gets pimples or acne. Hair grows in different places all over your body, and your hair will get and feel oily.
When do girls begin to grow breasts? My jeans don't fit right anymore. Am I getting fat?
As girls go through puberty, they typically gain weight. As they grow, most girls have an increase in body fat. Their hips widen, making their body shape curvier. Girls' breasts also begin to develop. It can start with a little swelling around the nipple. It's important to know that one breast can develop more quickly than the other, but over time, they will usually even out. So it's good to know that eventually everyone gains body fat, and your breasts and your hips will get bigger too. When puberty hits, your body will change a lot. What can you expect? You can expect acne. Expect to grow hair in places that never had hair before. And your hair will get and feel oily. Expect your breasts to develop differently. And expect to gain weight.
What happens when you get your period? Will I get cramps? What's PMS?
A girl will experience her first menstrual period a couple of years after her breasts begin to develop. Here's what happens. Girls have 2 ovaries, each containing thousands of eggs. During a menstrual cycle, one of the eggs comes out of the ovary and travels through the fallopian tube to the uterus. The uterus has been growing its lining with extra blood and tissue. If the egg is not fertilized by a sperm cell, the uterus doesn't need the extra blood and tissue. It leaves the body through the vagina as a menstrual period, which can last from 5 to 7 days. 2 weeks after the start of the cycle, a new egg is released. Lots of times when girls get their period, they can experience cramps or headaches. Most girls have physical and emotional symptoms before they get their periods. It's called premenstrual syndrome, or PMS. It can be a real pain, but it's normal and nothing to worry about.
How come I sweat so much? I am not afraid of sweating. Do you have to use deodorant?
When your body begins to change, your sweat glands become more active. And besides sweat, they also release different chemicals. When the sweat comes in contact with bacteria on the skin, it can produce an unpleasant odor. Your armpits, groin area, and feet can be especially smelly. The best way to combat the odor is to take a bath or shower every day using soap and water. That'll wash off the bacteria and help you control the way you smell. And it'll make you feel better too. Concerned about your underarm odor? Try using a deodorant or deodorant with antiperspirant. Deodorants cover up the sweat odor. Antiperspirants dry up the perspiration. Deodorants and antiperspirants come in sticks, roll-ons, sprays, and gels. Be sure to read the directions on the label before you use it. So to recap, during puberty, you can expect to have a period every month and expect cramps and PMS. Expect to get sweaty.
I'm confused about a lot of stuff. It seems like everything and everybody makes me mad. Am I crazy?
The hormones released during puberty affect every part of your body, including your brain. During puberty, you not only get a new body, but you get a new brain too. You may become easily upset at your family or your friends. Lots of girls have feelings of anxiety about their body, or they're confused with strong emotions they've never had before. Maybe you're confused about sex. Everyone has questions, but lots of people are embarrassed to talk about sex. But there are lots of people you can talk to. A counselor, the school nurse, or an older sister or family member. A grown-up that you feel comfortable with. So you get a new body and a brain that works differently because of the hormones. And you're not crazy. You're supposed to feel different. During puberty, you can expect to feel new emotions and strange feelings. Your brain is changing too. No two people are the same, and no two people go through puberty the same way. No two people develop the same way, or are on the same pubescent time schedule. Being the shortest kid or the tallest kid may be a real pain. Learning to handle menstrual cycles, shaving, and keeping your hair and skin clean can be tough. And being the last girl or the first girl in your class to grow breasts can be stressful. The important thing to know is that eventually, all of those things that make you different will all even out in time. So let's review the 10 things you can expect when going through puberty. 10. Expect your ovaries to begin producing estrogen. 9. Expect to get taller. 8. Expect to get pimples or acne. 7. expect to grow hair in places that never had hair before. 6, expect your hair to look and feel oily. 5, during puberty, expect your breasts to develop differently. 4, expect that you will gain weight. 3, expect to get a period and perhaps cramps and/or PMS. 2, expect to get sweaty. And the number one thing to expect during puberty, expect your brain to feel strange. Puberty may sound like it's overwhelming, and at times it can be. But the good news is that you don't have to go through it alone. And when it's all over, you'll be an adult.
Is this shown just to girls and the other one shown just to boys? Are they separated for these? Or will everybody see both of these?
Everybody will be seeing both of these.
Okay, I want that, so I'm glad that that is the case.
Yeah, I liked how it like they mirrored each other so closely.
Up until the end.
I have a question. I have a question. I'm being problematic. I'm sorry, guys. It's me. How come the boys' video says that puberty design is for them to become adults, but the girls' video says that it's so that they can get pregnant?
At the end, it says girls to adults.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. You're not really an adult when you're done with puberty.
I was just like,
How come some boys didn't talk about being crazy?
They asked
Only
them.
the girls.
yeah, like
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, all of the questions in between were identical.
Questions were.
Same thing. It's just, I feel like this one was a little off to me. Even though it's the same information, maybe it's the
the cute font.
I don't know. It was just a little weird.
The cute font. The limited to font.
I did have a concern around some body image things when every time it says expect to gain weight, they're showing a very thin girl. And I don't know if there's a better way to do that, but I could see, are they saying this child gained weight? And I can see if I'm a kid in class who maybe is on the heavier side. Or a kid who's struggling with body image, you know, and maybe just even starting in disordered eating, how that might just send a message that might not be as healthy.
Maybe like redistribution. It's really more distribution.
It is very quick in the larger context of a thing, but that popped out to me that they kept using. I would have liked it better if they used different bodies, maybe, because they said that piece a few times, and if maybe they didn't keep showing the same girl every time.
Well, and it's not just, I mean, puberty isn't just about gaining weight. Of course you're going to gain weight, you're getting older and you're getting taller. Your body is going to change as a whole. And maybe that language needs to be reevaluated in a group of preteen girls, just because that is a very dangerous. So, I mean, disordered eating is that's the age, and like Jen was saying, that showing a very thin girl, you know, pulling at her shirt when she is very thin. While we're talking about you're going to gain weight, expect to gain weight, but not explaining why you will be gaining weight.
Yeah, they don't tell them that bone structure's changing, muscles. Girls will also gain muscle. Muscle weighs more than fat, thank God. But it's those kind of little things that say it's gonna be okay, you know. But you're right, the weight word can be such a trigger.
So that hit differently for me. So I mean, trying to keep things very simple, to me, that said, to someone who's concerned about gaining weight, maybe they're overly concerned about gaining weight, hearing that you're supposed to be gaining weight.
Yes.
I thought that was positive.
I thought that too.
Yeah.
I thought of my own daughter. She's growing, she's 13. I thought that, oh, okay, I'm gonna get bigger. I'm not saying in a exorbitant way, just normal, like this is their body moving toward adulthood. So that's, yeah.
I think you have to remember, these aren't gonna just be shown and then everybody walks away.
Yeah.
There's an adult there who's guiding them through these, they're pausing, they're talking about, okay, so like, why do you think you well, your bones are getting bigger, you're getting taller, so that means there's gonna be more muscle, you know.
Yeah.
We as adults and educators are gonna add to these videos because no video is gonna be perfect. I mean, there were some things in here I didn't love. I felt like this video for the girls somehow says more will happen than might happen for some reason. I felt like your hair will get oily. It's like, well, I don't always get oily for some kids, but it just, in the boys, I felt like it was more may, and this was more will. But I think that can be addressed during conversation and discussion.
Yeah, I think in developing the lessons plans that go with specifically the girls one, I think there's more nuance that should be introduced coming out of this video than necessarily needed to come out of its counterpart, just because of the PMS, you know, that's always looked at as a super negative thing, and you get made fun of. Oh, you know, are you PMSing or something? Like, that should be a larger discussion, I think, with everyone. And the weight thing, I think, as well, just playing into, you know, trying to stay skinny or be as skinny as you possibly can. I do like the verbiage, though, where they say talk to a trusted adult better than saying talk to a specific person. So I did like that verbiage actually in both of the videos. So
Yeah, because not every kid has a parent.
yeah, a trusted adult is who you should talk to, and that might not be your parent.
I also really liked how it did mirror the boys.
Yes.
I think if you're gonna show both of them to boys and girls, then it does make it like, oh, okay, well, they're going kind of through the same thing
Yeah.
I'm going through, you know, and it makes it less like, I don't know, icky, I guess, for lack of a better word.
I think overall it's a good starting point for elementary students. So hopefully this will, once we start getting older, to expound on those things.
I like the question and answer for both of them too. Like it's just that they all have questions and.
Yeah, it makes it very relatable to someone of the same age. Like, oh yeah, they have the same questions. Or I would be afraid to ask that one. I'm glad she did.
Just a few things around the pregnancy reference. I think it was like a little strange just the way that it's, so I think this just goes into the lesson plan is, it said like to prepare to be pregnant. But if that's disconnected from the lesson of like how to become pregnant, you could be like, well, am I going to be randomly pregnant? Like, I think there are gonna be some kids who don't have that knowledge that might be confused by that. But I think that again goes back to the teacher. Mental health goes back to the teacher. I think in that brain piece, I think that was a little bit of a mess, probably because of just of when it was made. And then I just wanted to double check if you guys could make a note to check the ages of puberty, that it's the same as when they announced what they say in the video. Is it the same as what the current ones are?
Girls is to 8 because they request, or the state wants it to start in 4th grade, which we haven't approved yet, but.
Okay. And then for boys, they said 10 to 15. Is that still like the?
Both have changed.
Both have changed, yes. Both have gotten lower.
Okay. So that would be something you'd flag.
Did they say in the boys' video, did they encourage the boys to ask an older brother about sex?
No, I don't remember anything about sex in the.
Because they said that in the girls' video, and that was interesting that they said.
Sisters.
If you have questions about sex, ask your mom, an older sister, or another trusted adult. And that was like, why would you say that in the girls' video and not in the boys' video? That was interesting to me I mean, I think that that's another thing that would be, you know, if it's paused and there's a teacher in between that's something that can easily be addressed. But it was interesting to me that they'd be like, Go to your older sister.
I don't think I heard if you had questions about sex specifically.
Yeah, it wasn't the girl video, it said.
It was that if you had questions about sex?
It was just about changes.
Changes.
Yeah,
That was what I heard. I
changes.
didn't hear about
I thought the
sex.
sex was about the counselor, I believe the counselor or someone, another.
An older.
Yes, they didn't say.
I mean, it might have been like right after.
I felt like it was one sentence.
Yeah, it was like
if you have
one-
questions about sex, talk to a counselor, a trusted adult.
Yeah, that's how I
Or like an older
heard it, but I may
sister
have.
or
I
a
don't know.
family member.
I could have misheard it.
But
It's
maybe
entirely
they said,
possible.
maybe there was like a piece of
Just remind me, fifth grade still doesn't talk about how pregnancy occurs, right? Does it?
Menstrual cycle.
Right, but at that point, the teachers say, this would be a lovely discussion for you to have at home with your parents, right?
Gosh, that stuck out to me. Here's her for I'm gonna be afraid it's going to happen. Like, okay, you're gonna go through these changes and then pregnant. Like that. Oh my God. Probably gonna scare them a little. Like, a little talking point there. Potential pregnancy.
Yeah, so the new indicator is describe how puberty prepares human bodies for the potential to reproduce. So it is an indicator that will be discussed by the teacher,
I just like the word potential.
which will be in the lesson.
Yeah, the video did not say potential, and I was like, that's gonna, like, it's gonna make a kid think it's just gonna happen. Like, I just know how, like, my sixth graders think about it, so.
So obviously with that indicator, and that's a new one.
Yeah, great. Start talking about it.
Have to be added, because there's not a lesson about it right now, because that's.
Body image and body confidence is taught in Standard 1, the mental health, and it does start in 3rd grade, using body image and body confidence. So it should be taught prior to. this
Yeah, they
lesson
should have
ever
some
being
front loading
introduced.
on the body image.
Is there a refresher though? You hear the refresher?
Yes, he's saying it starts in 3rd. So they're already gonna have 2 years of content on body image and having discussions before they get to this 5th grade piece.
Hopefully they remember, I guess that's my point.
Yeah.
Sheets finished? So I'll come around and collect. Guess we'll get the next video started. The first video that we did watch was approved 14 to nothing. So it is recommended for approval to move forward to the board.
This is a brief video. As you can see, it's only 3 minutes, and this is specifically about menstruation.
Acne cream, hot water bottle. Okay, so let's see. We have a first aid kit, acne cream, hot water bottle, sleeping mask, ice cream and tuna cans, check.
Jane, what's going on? Are you preparing yourself for the end of the world?
What? No, I'm getting myself ready. You know, for that time of the month.
One of the physical changes of puberty that a person with a uterus will experience is getting their period as part of what's called the menstrual cycle. This normally happens between the ages of 8 and 13, and for some people, even older. Everyone goes through puberty at the time that's right for their body. Once a person reaches puberty, those with a uterus prepare for the possibility of eventually making babies.
Possibility
Once a
eventually.
month, one of your 2 ovaries releases a small egg or ovum into the fallopian tubes. The uterus then begins to grow an extra lining in case the egg becomes fertilized with a sperm. When no sperm is there to meet the egg continues to travel down the fallopian tubes and signifies to the uterus that the person is not pregnant and the extra lining isn't necessary. The uterus then expels the lining, which looks like blood, through the vagina. This is called menstruation, or getting your period. Menstruation generally occurs every 21 to 35 days and lasts from 2 to 7 days. When people first start menstruating, they may get them more or less frequently. Some people refer to their period in code, calling it that time of the month. Code red, or Shark Week. The menstrual fluid may be heavy, light, or somewhere in between. PMS stands for premenstrual syndrome and is the term used to describe the physical and emotional symptoms that many people experience 1 to 2 weeks before starting their period each month. During PMS, you might experience acne, bloating, feeling tired, backache, breast soreness, headaches, constipation, diarrhea, food craving, depression, moodiness, difficulty concentrating, trouble handling stress, or difficulty sleeping. Boy, that's a long list. But don't worry, not everyone experiences all of these, and most of these symptoms usually disappear when your period begins. During their period, a person might experience menstrual cramps. They may start 1 to 2 days prior to your period and can last 2 to 4 days. Menstrual cramps are the result of uterine contractions when the uterus tightens and relaxes in order to release and shed its lining. These contractions can cause jabbing or cramp-like pain in the lower abdomen and lower back regions. Over-the-counter medicine and heating pads can reduce the discomfort caused by cramps. Always ask a parent or guardian before taking any medicine. While some people experience PMS and cramps, others do not. Either way is normal. Starting menstruation is a normal part of puberty and an important milestone in your transition to adulthood. Until next time, don't forget to visit me at amaze.org or go to my YouTube channel to watch more. Bye!
I don't know how I feel about this one.
At least it didn't have teeth.
Yeah. Or it wasn't lifting weights. Remember when the uterus was lifting weights?
That was good.
It's short.
To the point.
To the point.
And I like the fact it says you may,
may.
right?
May.
And potential to reproduce. I like that part.
And some
That's on the first thing that
people
popped up.
have
Cramps and the baby that was the first thing that popped up was the baby.
That's what it is.
I'm just saying.
I showed this to my 13-year-old just to hear her perspective, and she was like, she didn't really say much. She's in 8th grade, but she didn't say anything bad. So I'm like, I take that as a win.
This is actually a video I used to talk. My 4th grader is already showing signs. I approved it for the showing of my child, and she had tons. I didn't show her the long one yet, but just this one, and it prompted a lot of questions, like good questions. So it definitely was not a all-inclusive. That's not answer. You know, this is just a start to hopefully lead to more conversation with trusted adults and parents. Which if you go through our elementary lessons, even the ones now, they are highly encourage kids to talk to parents/trusted adults.
I liked
will continue.
I liked the idea that they're very active instead of just like sort of sitting in their bedrooms or having a child. They're out hiking. I thought that was good. There is a difference of like the length of a period in this one compared to
Said
the
5
other
to 7
one.
and 2 to 7.
Yeah. So I just wanted to flag that. Laundry list of like, all these terrible things. I mean, truth, like, I get it. But this is where the teacher and other conversations can come in of like, this is how your body's meant to work.
Yeah.
You know, shows that your
Some of
things
the
are working
above, but not maybe all the
correctly.
above.
Yeah, but they did balance it out because I remember when I was watching that it was listing this laundry list. They said, but not everyone will experience all of this. So
It says may, so.
Yeah.
Kind of
Pharmaceutical
remind.
act.
I was literally just thinking side effects of a
They might
medicine.
actually laugh at that.
Like the
'cause
list
they
on the
could
med
probably
bottles.
sense that too.
Yeah.
Sounds like that.
It was funny how they like listed all those things, and then she was like, "But it's okay." Okay.
It's normal, totally normal.
Not fun,
I give them props for saying people with computers.
Yes. 100%.
Had good representation in the video too.
Yeah.
Does everyone see this? This isn't like
could, please fill out, complete your voting forms. Round to collect. Sorry.
I'm telling you, I am tired so much. Even like that. It's so frustrating. Even because I'm prepared to are seeking sources and I'm
You're good.
and like I can't.
Yeah, thanks.
Be like, it's to be ready to do our own birthday. I'm telling you, I will. I'll be here for something. I thought about it a lot.
So with the second longer video concerning females, that was 13-1, so that does, the FLAC is recommending that for approval to the board. We did lose one vote, but the last vote was 13-0. So that video is also approved for moving forward, recommendation for moving forward to the board. That does wrap up our meeting. One of the things, as a reminder, our next meeting will be here again Tuesday, February 10th. As I said, at that point in time, we should have some more information about the state framework and how we want to move forward. We may have a resource for you all to preview as well, but we'll figure that out. And again, we will be meeting with the three leaders to approve that agenda and get the information out. So again, thank you all for being here. We appreciate your feedback and confirmation. Have a safe drive home. Enjoy your evening. Thank you very much.